week with the cancellation of the Minnesota game or postponement. Let me rephrase that of that game. So we've had the unique deal of not playing in a week, and we get a very good Rutgers team coming in here who was obviously at Indiana on Tuesday night. A lot to learn from in the last game. I think we covered some areas in film that we needed to touch up on in the last minute and 30 seconds of the half. Try to work on our fouling issues that were just really uncalled for. And yet we did a lot of really good things in that game as well. So, it's just disappointing we didn't get a play on Tuesday. To be very honest, we've had Luke Goody sitting here. It's both good and bad for him. It's been very good and bad for Zach. Both those young men have been terrific in practice, and but now we get a veteran team in Rutgers, known for their elite defense, and Mulcahy, right on down. He seems like he's been here forever. Obviously, I think Cliff is one of the most talented bigs in our league, and they do it with a bunch of veterans. The Spencer kid has come in, has provided them with some tremendous outside shooting. It's unfortunate they lost Mag to a season-ending injury, but in retrospect, they've probably become a better shooting team when they go to their bench. And Hyatt has been very good. Palmquist made 3 the other night in the Indiana game. So those guys absorbing his minutes are really good shooters. So we'll have to play well, and just another Saturday in the Big Ten.
When did it become clear to you that game wasn't going to happen on Tuesday?
Oh, I got to think about the timeline. Monday morning probably was the conversation. I got a phone call from Ben, their coach, and said they had some problems, and then it went straight to the league, and then obviously I think an early afternoon decision was finally made, but we became aware on that Monday morning.
What's the balance between the Rutgers and the Cincinnati?
We did straight self stuff on Monday and Tuesday. We kept our normal routine. We were off Sunday. Monday, Tuesday was us. We got a ton of shooting. Tried to keep guys fresh, but we also did work on some things that we needed to add, and some things that we needed to clean up. So then, obviously today and Friday are a lot of Rutgers prep.
What are some keys for you to put some points on the board? This team holds a lot of teams under their season average.
Yeah, I think you've got to get good shots. They're going to give you good shots. I think you've got they do a great job of mixing up their defenses. That's one of the things that they've done. I look at the Iowa game, and Iowa scored a bunch against them, and it's tempo. It's finding that right balance. And again, that's one of Steve's. They're tough. They're hard-nosed on defense. They're going to mix up their defenses and try to get you playing at their pace. That being said, they're really good in transition, so they get easy opportunities. So we got to pick and choose. We scored 88 in there last year and got beat. So we got to pick our opportunities when we had it.
Does their length create some matchup problems for you?
It's not that we haven't seen length. I thought Iowa was really long, with Chris, and obviously Mulcahy's 6'6" at the point, and Spencer's 6'4" and thick, and they were really long with Mag. Not having him changes that a little bit, but Cliff is extremely long. But it's stuff we've seen before, and they use it to their advantage. We're pretty long ourselves, so it's 2 light teams.
You mentioned Zach. What have you seen from him? What do you envision down the stretch his role could be for you guys here?
I don't know yet. I know he's getting a lot better, and I know he's getting dialed in with what we're doing. He's super athletic. He's one of our better athletes. He's setting all of Fletch is just loving him and on our force plates that we do, and his growth in the weight room, and he's an extremely good runner. It's just a matter of him being able to execute. He's defensively been really good, and we're seeing that in practice. And he's made a huge jump from the day since the first week he was here to now. So, I'd like to get him out there, and if the opportunity's right, and see what he can do in meaningful minutes.
Is there anything in particular that he's doing much better compared to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously defending is, I don't want to mess up our defensive chemistry and what we've got going there, and just getting dialed in to the defensive side of things takes a little bit. And, he knows the actions we're doing. He's very gifted offensively. He can, he just bounces up and dunks balls that most guys can't. He's got great ball skills. So the offensive side's been pretty good for a while. The defensive side's where he's had to catch up the most.
Can you imagine his coaches probably weren't too upset about a week of practice, but had the players kind of, it's a different schedule than that.
Yeah, they're always disappointed. We're in February. Guys won't play games. Today was, I think, practice 85. And, they understand the importance of that. But, again, there's that balance of monitoring, what we do and how we go about it. But, again, we've shot a ton of balls, and we've tried to maybe have a different approach from the mental side, where it's not just always game, and opponent. And, I think that's been refreshing for everybody.
It seems like Luke is going to probably be more involved in the past than practice. How much does that, change or not change energy?
No, it helps us a lot. I mean, Luke's a he's a connector. He's a communicator. He's active that way. He's a guy that wants to is a natural leader. So just the energy he brings every single day to practice has been a shot in the arm. And we know he's a terrific shooter and a really good player. And it's just the first 2 days he made a lot of balls. Then now you get a little wear and tear on your body, and you get a little fatigue, and you find the conditioning and maybe some tired legs, and he's had to play through that. So there's a reason I say it all the time. They send guys down to play and get the feel for the ball again in the game, and he unfortunately doesn't have that. He's having to do that in practice, but he's been really good.
Would you be comfortable putting him in the game?
Absolutely.
Is he to the point where he can go for longer stretches? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll get a feel for that. I don't know. I mean, he's on the practice court all the time. We're not getting him out. Whether he's first or second team, it doesn't matter. He's on the court, so that's all helped. But different adrenaline, when you get 15,000 in the building and you got the uniform on. So, I imagine it'll be short stints to start, and we'll have to grow from there as he gains his second win.
You mentioned not foul. At least what you wanted to look at not fouling from the Iowa game. In a game against Rutgers, it's going to be dictated on strength and physicality and toughness. Just what are you looking for for there to be a difference from the Iowa game?
No hands, and you've got to play through your chest, and we committed 11 fouls in the second half, where we were between the ball and the basket directly, and we just put our hands on guys. And we've had the tennis balls out this week, trying not to use our hands and really focus on that. So many of them were just needless fouls. And again, it goes back to reiterating our principles. We tough twos, and we're okay with that. That's what we're giving people. But we got to do it without fouling. You can't put a guy in the line 16 times. That's recipe for failure.
You see any difference maybe how the teams are defending Clarence in the last stretch, couple weeks?
No. I mean, he draws a lot of attention. He's at the top of the scouting report. But he's been. He draws attention. People aren't giving him easy stuff. They're trying to, take his open court stuff away, and gotten back in transition. But in hindsight, probably should have ran a couple more ISOs at him the other night, put him in situations. He's really good when he's got one or two dribbles, where he can play off 2 feet and finish. And probably one of the things I wish I had done more of.
Can you just talk to Jaden's development? Seems like he's making shots at all three levels right now.
Jaden's a stud. Jaden's a really good player, and you know, he's confident. He's leading. We just, you know, he's calling offense for us. He's looking for his scoring opportunities, which I want him to. You know, I would like him to get the parking brake off in transition and go. I mean, he was a young man that got a ton of layups in high school, just beating people down the floor. We saw Trent and Io do that, you know, and Andres Felice do that. We need him to be able to go do that, and you know, he's trying really hard to run what the head coach wants him to run, and that's great. But take that parking brake off and go. You know, I like that aggressiveness, and we need him to be that.
Is the official score prediction for Sunday?
Yeah, 31-24 Chiefs.
Oh, you both Eagles.